waiting for the live stream to go through, and we'll start. Just a moment now. Well, it's time to turn on the music and have some twisted trivia fun. Play along on a game show while keeping time to the beat. Get ready to put on your thinking cap and your dancing shoes and kick your troubles away in the middle of the week. It's MindTip Games Dance Party! And now, here's your host for the dance party, Ron from MindTip Games. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing out there on a fine Wednesday afternoon noon actually in the Eastern time zone? And we're coming at you live right now to do something special. It's called MindTip Games Dance Party, Season 2021, Episode 0. This is a beta test, so we're trying to see how things work out, see if there's any interest in this. We'll see what happens, right? Okay, now, what are we doing? We are putting on a brief, and I mean brief, trivia show and doing some dancing. If you want to play along and get some points and have a chance to be shouted out as the winner of the game, be sure to open up a separate browser on a device and enter in the web address mindtiptv.com, kind of explained up on the screen here. From there, enter in the game pin code that you see on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. You'll see it up there. It's actually, 59902? That's it. And then enter in a clean username so we can call your name out at the end of the show. Your controller will be the opportunity to answer the 4 trivia questions that we have on the screen. And first 3 folks that are correct, they get in first correct answers, we'll be able to get bonus points on them. Easily see the questions on the screen, and then you can respond and answer, and then dance. A lot of dancing in here. And you get to change your answer as time is left. You get to see the score on your controller. We have 50 seconds per question, so plenty of time to get in if you want to do that. And we got to talk about the stream delay right now because we got to explain what that means. Stream delay, what does that mean? Well, currently, the stream time from here to Facebook is about 27-second delay from when I say the question to when you see it. If you're over there on YouTube, which we don't have a lot of subscribers, but if you're there, great, there's an 8-second delay, which is much better and much easier to play. And if you're over there on Twitch, well, we have a lot of followers over there. They haven't seen me in a while, but there was only a 6-second delay over on Twitch. But I can't expect anybody to go to Twitch because Twitch, well, is kind of interesting. So your best bet, if you're watching on Facebook and you actually want to play along, go on to YouTube. We recommend bouncing over to YouTube for this link, yt.mindtip.com. Put it in the chat. You'll be redirected to our YouTube channel. If you just want to watch the action, just have some fun, no worries. Just dance along with us. That's all we ask. So let's get into it. Oh, let's start on the show. Here it is. Item 1, starting at 500 points, thereabouts, depending on when you see the stream, of course. And once I'm done reading the question and reveal the answers, there'll be time on the clock. You can answer your control pad, and there is a time delay, as we mentioned before. So, you may not get max points, but at least you jump in and have some fun. Okay, the category is No Time for Vacations. And here it goes. A recent study conducted by Wallet Hub looked for the hardest working states in America. Interesting. The study averaged about all 50 U.S. states based on the average work week of employment, hours, working rate, blah, blah, blah. Many other factors to determine the rankings. Dancing, of course, dancing was one of the ones we wanted to do there for sure. So according to the study, which one is the hardest working state? Would that be North Dakota, Florida, Alaska, or Virginia? And now, answer on your control pad if you are in, and then dance and have some fun. Get up and move a little bit. And by the way, you got to talk about the bottom 3. So that would be number 48, New York, number 49, West Virginia, number 50, New Mexico. Slackers. Now, this isn't the top 4, by the way. This is just ones that were on the list. Because they're all 50 were on the list. But there's only one number 1 up there. You got to pick the number 1. Oh yeah, we got 19 seconds if you want to get in. Let me check something here. 5 seconds remaining. All right, that'll do it. So let's break it down. Florida, you do realize that Sally makes a living selling seashells at the seashore, right? It's not work state. Virginia's for lovers, not workers. North Dakota, well, that's number 2 because you have to work real hard to get up every day and be in North Dakota. Alaska, that's number 1 for work because you burn a lot of calories rubbing your hands together, trying to make sure they don't freeze. So that's where all the work is going right there. Any bonus points to speak of? Nobody's in the game yet. And that's fine. So we're going to skip the scores and go right to the next question. Go with me. Item 2. Starting off at 1,000 points, or thereabouts, depending on when you see the stream. And that works. Let's go ahead and see what this is. The category is 137 badges, 138, including the overachievement badge. Okay. Amkar Tamhain, 16 of Forsyth County, Georgia, has earned every Boy Scout badge there is, all 137 of them. Fewer than 500 scouts have done that through the history of the organization. Amkar is an Eagle Scout with a vest to prove it, and that compels me to ask this. Amkar could do many things. Which of these tasks is something you probably cannot do simply because it won't get you a badge in the Boy Scouts of America? Let's see what that is, shall we? Alright. Would that be dentistry, theater, coin collecting, or computer programming? There we go. Now answer fast and then get back to dancing. Wow, all these things can get you a badge, or 3 of these things can get you a badge in Boy Scouts of America. That's interesting. Oh, 46 seconds. Thinking of this, his vest probably weighs in about 45 pounds. Great for those mid-afternoon runs. And some dancing, of course. And I think the toughest badge he probably had to get in was that one for eating all that popcorn that the Boy Scouts sell. 28 seconds. Answer fast and get back to dancing. Here we are, just all the party and the dancing. No need for any alcoholic beverages. We'll keep those on the sideline. 14 seconds. 7 seconds. I gotta get ready here. Oh god, I got my wrong screen there. Okay, there we go. 1 and all right. Theater, to scout or not to scout? That is the question. But let's get you a badge. Coin collecting. Apparently asking Grandpa for a stash of old wheat pennies will get you a badge as well. Dentistry. I hope they limit that to just yanking out little Timmy's tooth or something like that. Nothing more than that. But, computer programming. Yeah, there's not a badge for computer programming. That's the one skill that could probably pay for his dues for the next 10 years, and you don't get a badge for it, really. Any bonus points for that? No bonus points are handed out. So, we're going to keep the scores in check and just move on to the next one. Keeping it brief. Got to keep it moving, for sure. Hey there, Zoltar. Good to see you, man. On to item 3. 1,500 points. Yes, we're doing a quiz show party from across all the streams. Nice to see you, Zoltar. Thank you for joining up. And now we'll go on to the next one. Category is the Imperial Throwback. Did you know that a group of ministers in the UK are working to overturn a ban on using the classic Imperial wheat units of stones, pounds, and ounces? The country changed over to the metric system starting back in 1985. Okay, let me get that straight. 1965. So the UK banned stone measurements in 1965. The Rolling Stones band was formed in 1962. And the Rolling Stone magazine was formed in 1967. A lot of stoning actions going on in the 1960s. But how many stones are an imperial ton? Oh no, a math question. Yes, a math question. Would that be 14,160, 570, or 2,450? Slow groove here. Nothing like a math question at a dance party, right? Get that brain thinking. I've been somewhere, Zoltar. I've been working on stuff, as you've seen. This is one of the things I've been working on. Alright, no answer, no problem. Don't worry about it. But if you're down there, you want to put in an answer, go for it. You get some points on the board. Now, I think a penalty for using the imperial system, since it was banned, you must transcribe all the works of Charles Dickens into longhand. That's appropriate, right? Appropriate punishment? No flogging. We can't do that. And since we're on banning stuff, with any luck, civil lawsuits will now be decided by jousting. Much more interesting. You think it's 570, eh, Zoltar? Okay. Alright, let's check it out. 10 seconds remaining. Let's break it down. Now I gotta get ready. There it is. Okay. There is exactly 160 stone in an imperial ton. Not to be confused with a US ton or a metric ton, which are all different. I noticed that the UK never really got rid of the pint, did they? No, they still got the pint. Any bonus points to speak of? Oh, we have bonus points. Oh, Brian, 150 bonus points to you. You might be in the game. Excellent. So that means we actually can look at the scores. Let's check it out. Oh, Brian, you're in on 672 points. Hey, you could be our big winner. We got one question to go. Let's find out together, shall we? Moving on. The final one. 2,000 points. This is it. If you weren't in, now it's time to get in. Because you can take the lead if you're in. And I don't know. Let's get into it for sure, right? Okay, the category for this last one is don't play with your nominees. the National Toy Hall of Fame in New York announced the new finalists for possible induction this year, 2021. The inductees list includes items like the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Masters of the Universe, and Battleship. But there's one name on this list that's surprising because you think it's a joke, but it isn't. Which common everyday item is being considered for the Toy Hall of Fame in 2021? Would that be sand, glass, rocks, or clay? Time to dance. Get the lead out. Now, is anyone else surprised by this list? I know I am. These guys are actually going to put these in the Hall of Fame. One of them, at least. One of them. And how long must you play with something to be considered? I got a couple items I could add. I don't know. I get the feeling that the National Selection Advisory Committee is just some neighborhood kids who's run by the guy who runs the museum. Hey kids, can you play with these things for a while? Yeah. 25 seconds on the last one. 22 seconds. 19. Last chance for some points. Big finish here. At the last minute, we go. Okay, surprisingly, the nominees on the list include things like, well, billiards and pool, a toy fire engine, and sand. And sand could be a shoe-in if it can stand up to the competition and not be blown away. I was not the greatest kid. I basically played with, instead of fire trucks, I played with fire. That was it. That's all. Bonus points going to O'Brien, 200 bonus points. Well, I guess we know who the winner might be. I guess we got to go to the winner screen, don't we? All right, thank you all for watching, and be sure to join us for the next excursion to dancing and thinking. Can we do this? Well, we are doing this. We're definitely doing this. If you like what you see and want to see more, let me know in the chat. If you're watching the replay, give us a hashtag replay in the chat. Join us next Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be our regular time slot for a weekly episode of MindTip Games Dance Party to kind of break up the week, get you over the hump. We can play and dance again. And I think that's it. That's all I got to say. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. Thanks for chiming in. All right. Let's see. We have a winner because I see points on the board. So let's go ahead and announce the winner, shall we? Let's do this. All right. Let's see who gets this dance party. All right. Well, it won't be the host, so we can skip the host name. We can go right to the second first. Okay, so with 1,760 points, O'Brien wins the game! Simply because nobody else played, but that's okay. You showed up, you win. That's all that matters, right? That's it. All right, well, thank you for joining us today. MindTip Games Dance Party. This is where I take my exit. Remind you to join the flow, stop being a blockhead, appreciate the small stuff, that leaders rise naturally. You can only focus on one thing, that one thing better be important. Overcome any resistance on any level. As long as I'm here, it doesn't matter where here is. This is Ron from MindTip Games, and this is never goodbye. It is until we play again. Take care.